South Florida today on NBC6 HD.
Can you believe that the holidays are already upon us? That means it's time to think about what delicious desserts you'll be baking for Thanksgiving dinner. Well, we have award-winning pastry chef Martin Howard with us this morning, and he's going to be whipping up some tasty baked goods. Well, welcome, Martin.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you here. Now, is there a certain dessert that kind of makes its way to the top of the list for fall?
Well, fall is the best time for apples, so of course anything with apples, apple pie, apple turnover. But what we're going to do today is an Apple Pan Dowdy, which is kind of an apple pie with just the top crust, and you can use any sort of baking dish as the bottom. It makes it a little bit easier.
And I love these small little portions you brought. They're so cute, the individual.
I found these little skillets. You can use a big skillet, of course, to make one big one, or you can, just do little ones that are very cute and
we were joking that there's no portion control, right, during the holidays.
When you use these little individual ones, there is kind of a portion control.
Well, none of you eat the whole thing yourself, right?
Yeah. So in New York, apples are peak season right now, and so I brought some apples down from New York for you. These are Macintosh.
Okay. So do you suggest red apples then for this?
You want something tart for baking.
Okay.
So a Macintosh is tart. You can use Empire. It's like everyone has their favorite. Granny Smith is always popular.
Okay.
So I went ahead and peeled and sliced them for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, thank you.
I did the hard part. Okay, and then it's just basic ingredients: a little sugar, a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, and I added a little flour just to keep it bind it up a little bit.
Okay.
You want to just stir that up a little.
No problem.
And then for Halloween, I made some cocktails with this Lucid Absinthe. It's kind of a fun thing for Halloween. It's got the nice eyes on it. It's scary. I just put a little bit of that in it, it's made with herbs, and it makes a nice complement to the apples.
Okay.
And then once you get that all mixed up, you can mix that with your hands too. That's kind of fun. If you're doing it with the kids, you get right in and get dirty.
All right.
And then you just want to pile it up in your pans.
Okay.
This is where it gets really fun. And you could do the one big one. I like to dot it with a little butter because, as we know, it's better with butter.
Everything's better with butter.
Absolutely. And then it's just a simple pie dough on the top.
Okay.
You're going to put a little egg wash around the sides. You can even, pie dough is pretty simple, but you can even buy the pre-made and that works fine too.
All right.
Then you just put a little egg wash around the edge. Seal up the edge like that.
Do we want to press it firmly, or do we just kind of lightly?
Press it firmly.
Okay.
And see, I made a little crimp on the edge on those over there. You can just sort of pinch it with your fingers like that.
Okay.
All the way around. And then you can put a little more egg wash on top.
All right.
And that's what makes it nice and shiny on the top.
Okay.
Then just give it a little slit in the top.
So we do that before we put it in the oven?
Yes, because that'll let the steam out, so it won't blow up. So then you want to put it in the oven at 400 degrees until it gets nice and brown. That gets the top nice and crisp and brown. And then you turn it down to like 325 for about 20, 25 minutes. You just stick a little knife in there and then see if the apples are soft. It depends. I like my apples nice and soft. Some people like them a little medium rare,
And you can always serve it with a scoop of ice cream?
Exactly. Or I made some whipped cream.
Okay.
With a little bit more of the Lucid Absinthe. That's a nice herbal little thing, and it also has a little vanilla in it too, and sugar. And it's fun to put it in there because that kind of like melts, and when you break it open, it's got that nice melted cream on the inside.
Ah, that looks so good, so good. Now, is this something that we can prepare maybe a few hours before serving and leave it in the fridge before putting it in the oven?
This is fine. You could actually make this the night before and then pop it back in, or you can just serve it right when it comes out of the oven. It's one of those things that, apples, once they're cooked, they're fine. They can sit out overnight.
Great, Martin. Well, thank you so much for being here. And for more
you.
information, you can find Chef Martin Howard on his Facebook page. Just search Choco Latina Q Dessert. Is that right, Martin?
That's
okay,
right.
great. Thank you so much. Trina, over to you.